Hey everybody, and I'm Unclendor here, and welcome to another expectations video on Once Upon a Time. This time is my expectations on Once Upon a Time, Season 5, Part 2, the Underworld arc. And, yeah. I'm gonna try to make this quick. As I do have other videos to make, and I do have other stuff to do today, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. Um, so, uh, First off, a nasty rumor I've heard, is that the Underworld arc will not feature Hades. That it's not gonna bring in mythology. It's not gonna bring in Greek mythology into this. That the villain for Season 5, Part 2 for the Underworld arc is actually going to be the Horned King from the Black Cauldron. That's a nasty rumor going around. Now, I love the Black Cauldron. I love that movie. It was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. I love how dark it is. I love how gritty and creepy it is. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was a great movie to scare myself and give myself nightmares with. Yes, I was a messed up kid. I did everything I could to give myself nightmares when I was a kid. Don't ask why, I don't even know. I just know I liked being scared. I kept trying everything I could to scare myself when I was a kid. Yeah. I love that movie, but it's the underworld. It needs to be Hades. So I hope it ends up being Hades. Please be Hades. So I'm hoping it'll be Hades, but if I'm being honest, I'm kind of expecting it to be the Horned King. I'll be happy if it's not. I'll be happy if it's not. I'll be happy if it is Hades. But I expect it might be. And I also expect to see people from their past there in the underworld. If it's anything like the regular underworld, whether you're good or bad, you still go to the same place. You still go to the underworld. So I expect we'll see people who have died in the show before. Maybe Pan, maybe Cruella, maybe Cora, maybe the Ice Queen, maybe Merlin. I don't know. The Apprentice. Like, I don't know who we could see. I would like to see some of these characters come back. I would like to see some of these characters return in the underworld and like seek vengeance or something against the heroes and whatnot. I don't know. I just think that would be really cool. And Hades, if it is Hades, I don't think they're going to be able to give him that fire head. Given how they have to put each episode together in a week, that's kind of a tall order if you're asking someone to make a fire head for the guy. That's kind of asking for a lot, so I bet they'll probably find another way around it. Instead of giving him a fire head, I don't know. Maybe they'll give him a hair. Maybe they'll give him a hairdo that kind of like stands up, so it looks kind of like flames or something. Like have his hair colored like red, orange, and yellow, the colors of flames or something. I don't know. Something. They'll probably do something to avoid having to edit in a bunch of fire on top of his head. But he needs to be calm and suave. I want to see this Hades talk as if, yeah, He knows. He knows exactly what you're doing. He knows exactly what you're doing. He's not afraid. He's not afraid. Go ahead, do whatever you want. It's not gonna affect him in the least. You're playing right into his hands. Like, I want to see him so calm and so cocky because I just know that's what Hades would be like. He's calm, he's cocky, he's patient, and if he doesn't get his way, he'll get upset and get angry and start throwing a fit like a child. That's what I imagine Hades. Like, he's simultaneously hilarious and terrifying at the same time. That's what I imagine Hades being like. So that's what I want to see from Hades if he ends up being the villain in the Underworld arc, which I hope he is. I expect that they will save Hook, and I bet Emma's gonna end up sharing her heart with him, so that he'll be able to leave. Pretty much take a page out of her parents' book, and here comes my big, not really expectation, more like a theory. Actually, not even a theory, just a hope. I hope that at the end of the season, when they head back to the land of the living, they find themselves not in Storybrooke, but instead in back in this world of the Enchanted Forest, but not a part of the Enchanted Forest we've seen yet. They'll find themselves in Agrabah, and we'll get to have Jafar as the next villain. I've been waiting for Jafar to show up since season fucking 1. I've wanted Jafar in this since season fucking 1. We're 5 seasons in, Jafar is nowhere to be seen. I want Jafar in this. Bring him in the 6th season, please. Because, like, we've seen the genie. Sydney was the genie at first, and then he ended up becoming the mirror. Okay, what about Aladdin? What about Jasmine? What about the Sultan? What about Abu? What about Iago? What about freaking Jafar? Show me Jafar! I want to see Jafar in this show! He was like my favorite Disney villain growing up as a kid. He just had this such creepy look to him, and when he transformed into the genie, that gave me nightmares, and I loved it. And I was really fucked up as a kid. But anyway, so yeah. So, like, I want to see him in the next season. So I'm hoping that at the very end they'll find themselves not in Storybrooke but in Agrabah when they leave the underworld. I hope that that's what it ends up being, and I hope that they all end up leaving together. And I also want to see the extent of Rumple's power. Now that he has the combined power of every Dark One to ever exist, including Dark Emma and Dark Hook, he has their power too, and they were known as, like, the 2 most powerful Dark Ones to ever exist, saying that their power was greater than what Rumple's was. And I'm like, really? So, with those 2, combined with all the previous Dark Ones that ever existed, he's gotta be a freaking god. Rumple's gotta be a freaking god. What kind of stuff is he capable of? I want to see what he's capable of. I want to see the extent of his power. That's what I want to see in this. While they're in the underworld, I want to see Rumple step up and actually defend these people. Be a hero. Defend them. Show them what he's capable of. Show them that they still need to fear him. Show them that he's still the manipulator and he can still play all of them like chess pieces. And I also really, really want to find out what happened to Maleficent, Lily, and Charming's father. All three of those characters have disappeared. Charming's father disappeared in Season 2. We have not seen him since. Not once. Not since he tried to frame Red for a bunch of crimes and then was exposed. He just walked off. We have not seen him since. We have no idea what happened to him. We have no idea where he is, what he's been doing this whole time. There's no way he would just leave and never come back. He's a villain. He's a villain. Villains don't give up. They keep coming back. So, like, I want to know what happened to him. If we don't find out in this season, we better at least be hinted that we'll find out in the next season. That's what I want. I want that. I want to at least get a clue as to what he's been up to. And I want to at least get, even if it's only a short 10-second scene, I want to see Maleficent and Lily. What are they doing during this? Because they disappeared for the entire first half of Season 5. We have yet to see them yet in Season 5. They disappeared after the end of Season 4. We don't know where they are. That's 3 characters unaccountable for. 3 villains, mind you. Not to mention, Zelina is back in Oz. She's going to want to come back and face everybody. So, why are they just pushing all their villains aside? That's really bad. You're pushing all your villains away when they're going to come back and kill all of you. They're going to bite you in the ass. So, like, I want to know what happened to those 3 characters. I want to know that. And I want to see these characters go through so much hardship to try to get Hook back. And most of all, the most important thing I want a sense of dread. Okay? I want a sense of dread. Whether they have a certain time limit to get Hook and get out of there, or if one of them gets hurt and is going to die if they stay there, or something. I want there to be a sense of dread. I want to be uncertain if some of these characters are going to make it out alive. Because this is the underworld. This is hell. You don't get much bigger than this. This is hell. You are going up against all of hell and Hades himself. The devil. You're going up against the devil. You can't get bigger than that. You can't get much bigger than that. So, I want a sense of dread. I want there to be a sense of dread. I want there to be a lot of moments when Rumple will step up and actually show what he can do now. I want there to be Emma sharing her heart with Hook. I want to see what happened to Charming's father and Maleficent and Lily. And I want to find out where they're going to go next, and I hope that it's Agrabah. And I also hope that it is Hades who's the villain and not the freaking Horned King. But yeah, those are my expectations. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Once Upon a Time starts March 6th, which there will not be any video up that day, as that is my birthday. So I'm going to be celebrating that, and I will not be posting up any videos that day. So sorry about that, but I'm taking that day off. I'm just gonna relax and do whatever I want that day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be putting up more videos every other day or so. So I will see you guys next time. All right. Take care, everyone.